Welcome to the top of the world, where the grass grows 24 hours a day and everything spontaneously catches fire. I'm only 8 days away from when my trailer caught fire. And I'm driving down the road and there's this smoke bellowing off of the lawnmower. Anyway, I've got an idea. So I've been to the theatre cutting grass, and the blade belt kept jumping off. Every time it jumped off, I had to lay in the grass and put it back on. How many times do I lay in the grass and get bitten or stung? Every time. And then we're driving down the road, obviously, you know, minding our own business. There's nothing else here, just us. Right, and I can smell smoke come, and I'm like, no, what have I done? I've done the bearings wrong, or I've done the brake. No, the mower's on fire. Now, part of that's my own fault, because every time I put the belt on, I saw how hot everything was under there, too hot to touch. Anyway, I'm standing back here. Now, I don't know whether you can tell, but the grass underneath there was on fire. But that wheel, look at that wheel. That's not straight. There. And now I'm looking, right, I can see the engines ripped off the chassis. And it's at an angle. And that's why it was all overheating. And that's caught that grass like underneath. Well, that's fire out. That's not the first fire I put out on this. Not the mower, obviously, because we had a fire on the trailer last week. But what a beautiful day. Look at that. Stunning. They don't seem to be smoking anymore. I suppose we better get it back and have a look at it. Do you think I should pull the rest of that out in case it reignites? Or do you think I should unstrap it and take the back off in case it reignites? That's all tinder dry under there, no wonder that caught. It's wet in there now. Right. You can see how that could catch fire. Right. We're ready to go. Does my window open? No, because that's broke. Right, the actuator's gone in the door. What temperature is it? Well, we can open that window, look. Does that work? No, that don't work. And the window don't open. That one opens. I was going to give him a drink of water, but I had to put the fire out with it. Best we get back. It's probably hard to see on camera how much that thing's on a slope. But what you can see is that huge gap underneath the engine. So that's not good. I'm assuming, right, assumption, you can see how shiny this is. Where it's been run at an angle, it's superheated the belt. And when I was trying to put it back on, I couldn't even touch the wheels at the back. And of course, that's sat light to this. Well, it's not dry anymore, it's wet, but the little tinder that sits underneath there. Anyway, am I going to do anything with it today? No, I ain't. I'm going to put my feet up for a couple of hours. And then I'm going fishing. We might have played too much ball. Hello and welcome to the top of the world. where the grass grows 24 hours a day. And it rains, mostly. Now, do I? No, I don't. Anyhow, my name's Simon, and this is my patience. Oh man, is this my patience? Does it look all lopsided and sad? Yep. Do we care? No. Don't ask me why, or what, or how. Anyway, so last season, for those of you watched before, and the video's out there, we welded the hell out of the back axle because the metal was fatigued and it's old and it wasn't very good when it was new. Who knows how old it is? It's old. So the first thing we're going to do is take off all this casing and have a look and see what's happened. But what I suspect has happened, and it could be something simple, like some engine bolts have fallen out. That's what we would like. But it could be something to do with this terrible metal fatigue. Right. Now then. Oh, Scheisenhauser. You know what I was saying about I was hoping that perhaps it was just some bolts come out the engine, but it was most likely the metal fatigue, that this thing, well, feast your eyes on that. That's not good. What about the other side then? Oh yeah. We don't think that's gone well at all. I think what we should do is put the jet wash on that and clean it up and see what we got. Right. Let's get you in here and have a look. There you go. Not good at all. It's engine off, isn't it? I've got to put a plate over that. Still, could be worse, couldn't it? I'm trying to think of how, but anyway. Next job, take the engine off. I'm not going to bore you with those details, really. It's just, man. Right, I better clean this lot up now then and make a decision on what I'm going to do. Whether I'm going to attempt to weld that in or just add more steel. Oh look, it's raining. That's unusual. Right, so I've cleaned this up and obviously it's this part is missing completely. I've got a crack running down there, one over there, one here. It's been welded before by the looks of it. A crack there, and this big crack here. So I'm going to overplate all of that. Now, that is going to lift the engine by the thickness of the steel. Nothing I can do about that. I could see if I could lower the shaft, but you can guarantee the shaft's on a keyway. But I'm gonna have to do it. So we've got more of the old diesel tank here. I'm gonna measure up, cut out a section of this, clean it up, cut a hole in the middle. Do I have a plasma cutter? No. Do I need a plasma cutter and a MIG welder? And then overplate all of that and then weld it. How's your back, Simon? Well, it was alright. I think that engine had been on a tilt for a while. I first noticed it not cutting very evenly, and then I started noticing I had to go slower and slower and slower to get any sort of cut. And it must have been moving and slipping on the belts. Anywho, that's it, that's 5.5 hours. Did I let the paint dry before I put the engine on? No. Will the worlds win any competitions? Maybe. If I paid the judges enough, maybe. Maybe I could get runner-up for least amount of holes blown in, severely fatigued, paper-thin steel with a stick welder. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. But it works, and it feels better, and the clutch feels better. Everything to do with the belts underneath, the drive, the clutch, everything feels better. And I've just tried down the bottom end there to mow in about number 3 half speed, and it mows just perfectly, and there's no drag, and there's no burning smell, and there's no fires. So thank you all for watching. If you like the content, don't forget, give it a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next one.